Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for November the 24th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and after that, we'll pull one card for each sign's energy as well. And then we'll see where that energy combination leads us for each sign. Always beneficial to listen to the different interpretations that could come up for the overall energy at the front because I don't want to repeat that interpretation for every single sign all the way through the video. Now, overall energy is showing up as, the Eight of Wands coming up here. So lots of communication, fast moving communication, as a matter of fact, showing up here with the Eight of Wands. A lot of times this is going to be things like texts or DMs, something that comes really quickly. This is going to be two-way communication, so or maybe even more than that, but you're going to be a part of that too. It's not like this is just all information coming straight up at you. There's going to be information coming back from you as well. It's a full conversation, but it is in short messages, generally speaking. And things tend to change quickly in these types of conversations. All right, let's look here at Aries. Eight of Cups. Okay, so Aries with the Eight of Cups and this overall energy, you're walking away from some type of flurry of communication with somebody else. You're feeling like that communication has left you feeling exhausted or depleted, and so you're just excusing yourself from that, from continuing that communication. I'm not sure if you're even excusing yourself. You may just walk away without even doing that, just depending on your situation for each of you. Taurus. Tower card. Okay, Taurus, you have some communication that is coming in quickly, back and forth between you and somebody else. And this quick communication is actually leading to a major shakeup in the way that you're looking at things, especially when it has to do with security and stability in your life. I think that you're going to be making some major changes because of this communication. So I don't think that this Tower card, I don't think that this is change that's happening outside of you, although I really shouldn't take that off the table. It feels to me more like you have communication that comes in that actually lets you know that you need to make a major shakeup in your life. And so I feel like you're the one that is actually having the say so here about whether this shakeup happens or not and deciding to create it. Okay. Next up, let's look at Gemini. Okay, so for Gemini, Seven of Swords along with our Eight of Wands and the overall Seven of Swords coming in reverse. Geminis, I do think that you have some communication going back and forth between you and somebody else that has to do with a strategy that you're reworking. So this is a strategy that was already in place. I think the strategy, you guys are going back to square one and sort of restarting on that strategy. And you may very well be doing this in text message or DMs, or maybe short little phone calls here and there. But I really feel like a lot of this is going to be text message or DMs as you guys are handling this. Next up, we're looking at Cancers. Four of Wands showing up in reverse. What's going on here, Cancers? Cancers, you guys are receiving and sending a lot of text messages or direct messages back and forth between somebody who is out of the nest or away from home. This can be somebody who is, like I said, away from home. This could also be somebody that is away from the place that you normally work. Maybe they are out traveling, and so you're texting back and forth because they're not around. So somebody who is away from home or home base, whatever that home base might look like for you, lots of communication going back and forth via the airwaves. Not a whole lot of verbal communication or in person, but texts, direct messages, things like that. Okay, so that's for Cancers. Next up, we're looking at Leo. Okay, you guys are showing up here with the Seven of Wands to the Eight of Wands and the overall energy. So this just tells me that there's a lot of communication going on, and I think that the communication that's happening between you and somebody else has to do with this idea of boundaries and setting boundaries. What boundaries are the most appropriate? What boundaries are the most feasible? Everything that you need to talk about around setting some type of boundaries. Now we're looking at Virgo. King of Cups coming up in reverse. Is this right, Virgo? Yes. Okay. King of Cups in reverse. Virgo, I think you're getting a little bit frustrated, agitated, irritated at somebody who is just harassing you with short messages, texts, maybe emails for some of you, but for most of you, I feel like this is more of the shorter type of messages, text, DM, stuff like that. I think you're starting to feel harassed by that, frustrated by that. You may let this person know that you've had just about enough. In fact, I expect that you will let this person know that you've had just about enough. Hey, can we limit the text messages to like 200 a day, please? Because this 1,000 and 1,500, I can't keep up with that. Um, I would imagine you'll limit it down way more than that, but that's just a scenario to give you an idea of the energy that you're going to be feeling here. All right, so who was that? That was Virgo. Next up, we're looking at Libra. Queen of Swords showing up for Libra. Okay, so Libras, I think that you've got a lot of quick messages going back and forth between you and somebody else, or maybe even more than one somebody else. That has to do with making sure that things get taken care of the way that they should, whether that's business or whether that's at home. These are all about making sure things get taken care of. Looking at Scorpio, Four of Pentacles showing up in reverse. A lot of messages going back and forth about the idea of spending money that we may not have really been planning to spend. Scorpios, this is money that we had stashed away for the future. All right. Next up, we're looking at Sagittarius. Ba, ba, da, da. Four of Swords showing up in reverse. Gosh, we just had the Four of Pentacles. Now we've got the Four of Swords. Four of Swords coming up in reverse just means that there is an awful lot of communication about doing something in a different location than usual today, Sagittarius. This could be communication about literally moving house, but more likely it's communication about maybe having a meal in a different place or taking your kid to a different daycare or, something that's a little bit more mundane than moving the whole house. All right. And then let's look at Capricorn. We have the star showing up here. So Capricorns, there's a lot of communication that's coming in that is giving you hope for something going well in the future. Next up, we're looking at Aquarius. Knight of Pentacles showing up with the overall energy of the Eight of Wands. Knight of Pentacles just tells me that you have a lot of communication going back and forth about making sure that the budget covers everything that it should. For some of you who have your own side gig or you have your own business, this can be a lot of orders coming in. For others of you, this can simply be communication and planning about how to make things happen financially. Okay, and that was Aquarius. Next up, we're looking at Pisces. Three of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Pisces, this is just telling me there's a lot of communication about the idea of letting go of some type of collaboration and focusing on being more independent as you move forward. Okay, so that's what we've got, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Everyone have a fantastic day. And of course, remember, put a thumbs up on this video, share it with others, and put some comments down below. I always love to read your comments. Everyone, peace out.